Hello, my friends. My name is Sir Longa, and I want to talk about particular LeBron James about a comment he said involving ring culture. And it's a perfect time to talk about it. The NBA Finals just wrapped up. Congratulations to the OKC Thunder. And I want to speak about the particulars of what he said. So here goes.
Players. Let's take a listen.
A ring is a team accomplishment.
Right.
I don't know where it started. It's just it's a long conversation, especially when it comes to you know,
Yeah.
me individually. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport. You tell me, Allen Iverson and Charles Barkley and Steve Nash, our wasn't unbelievable. Like, oh, they can't be talked about or discussed with these guys is because this guy won one ring or won two rings or won it's just weird to me. It's like saying Peyton Manning can't be in the same room with Brady or Mahomes because he only has one ring. Barry Bonds never won a World Series, and you can't sit here and tell me that he's not the greatest baseball player to ever touch a bat.
All right, I just got to make one correction of what LeBron said.
Okay. So that's the topic of conversation today. Do we, as NBA fans, overhype rings or put too much stock in rings? No. I think we put it at just the right amount. Because in the end of the day, this is a competition, right? This is a competition. There has to be losers and winners. I'm sorry, LeBron, but there has to be a loser and winner. I do understand your point about it being a team sport because it is. It is a team sport in the end of the day. But are you the galvanizing person to lead your team to winning? Are you? Because in the end of the day, we can look at the box scores, especially NBA fans, and you can tell who was really putting in the work. You are the major reason why they won. Because you are also going to be the major reason why they lose if you're not there. So I personally think he's saying this stuff to try and prop up his argument of him being the GOAT. Because I don't think anybody really diminishes certain players for not winning a ring. Because most of the time, the way at least we NBA fans talk about is that someone is better than the other. Not that someone is bad, because all of these people made it to the NBA. Only a few people make it into the NBA. That's like the top 1% of basketball players in the world. So we're talking about LeBron James here, who's compared to maybe one other person, Michael Jordan, who has more rings than him, has two more rings than him. So a lot of people are saying, which is I'm one of those people, that Michael Jordan's better. I'm not going to take away his legacy, LeBron James, but he's second, if anything. To be honest, I think I have LeBron James in my top 5 because I base mine off of positions. But if people have Kobe over him, they should. Because Kobe would be the first one to tell you when he was in the playoffs and they would ask him, Kobe, how come you're not happy? Job's not done. So what is the point of competing if you're not trying to be better than the next? Not even just that. The thing that I dislike is because in this particular video is that Gilbert Arenas says a bunch of things which is in a sense true, but how else would we prove you're better than the other person? How else, if not by championships and accolades and stats? You can't do it any other way because a lot of the times, sometimes basketball is very similar to boxing, which is there's weight classes. I don't expect Steph Curry to beat Shaq one-on-one. That's just, I don't see that as a smart idea. Maybe like if someone has similar body sizes, similar things, they could probably go on one. Like Michael Jordan and Kobe could have probably gone one-on-one in their primes. But if you look at like Joel Embiid versus Allen Iverson, I don't expect Allen Iverson to possibly win that game. And if he does, I mean, good on him, but it's not going to happen too often with a Kevin Durant, too, who's like almost 7 foot with a handle like a guard. So that's to say, I personally think LeBron is wrong in this, because we talk about other players, and he specifically said it to himself. Especially when it comes to him, people have a tendency to talk about rings. Yes, because you are one of the few that we're comparing to the greatest of all time. I understand what he's trying to say, that saying, oh, Peyton Manning is not in the same room, might not be in the same room. Pardon me, he said might not be in the same room as like Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, because he thinks they are. They're not. Tom Brady is considered the greatest football player of all time, especially among quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes is right there because I believe the guy has 3 already. He's not. Sorry. That's competition. Not saying the other ones were better, because there's a whole bunch of quarterbacks who I think are excellent during their run. They just didn't win as much. You can say Aaron Rodgers was really good. You can say Peyton Manning's obviously really good. You can say Drew Brees was really good. You can say Andrew Luck was really good, who retired really, really early. Yes, they're really good players, but they're not in the same room as Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. Just like how LeBron James is not in the same room as people below him. If we're talking about just great players, yeah, they're in the same room, just great players. But if we're talking about the level of what they've achieved, you have to start counting rings. You have to. And he makes it seem like we're comparing him to a bunch of other players. No, we're comparing him to people that have like maximum 5 to 6 rings. Like we're talking about Michael Jordan 6, Kobe Bryant 5, Steph Curry 4, Tim Duncan 5, Shaquille O'Neal 4, Wilt Chamberlain 6, Larry Bird 3, Magic Johnson with 5. Like, yes, I understand that it took a team to win this, but they were the galvanizing force to get that win. So I don't understand what LeBron is trying to say here. Like I said earlier, I think maybe he's trying to strengthen his point of him trying to say that he's the greatest basketball player of all time. I don't even think he's above Kobe. That's just me. But, you know, like and subscribe. We can talk about this. I'm more than happy to have a discussion about this, because this is just fun to me. So, you know, like and subscribe. My name is Sir Longa. Pleasure to meet y'all. And I'm out.